for the NFL. And we'll keep our eye on Azeez Al-Shaair, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Titans and the Bengals, and it's all up next.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping the streak.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Well, the Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads him out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Now it's Tannehill. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. That pass complete to Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. B.J. Hill forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 7th. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. It's picked up by the Titans, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Tannehill. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on down to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down carry for Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's more. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Try to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, Mixon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake, but he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
At the Bengals 29-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Throwing Tannehill. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A line ball here, remember.
Well, Charles, you cannot say enough about that play by their special teams. Think about it. That keeps this game at 2 possessions in the second half and really adds pressure to the opposition.
Yeah, it certainly does, especially their offense. It takes a lot of pressure off the offense of the team that's leading. They got a little bit more of a cushion to play with.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
He may go.
Now he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Now 1st and goal. Now Tannehill.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.